This episode is powered by British Gas.
They've kicked off something new, the BWSL football tariff, a 1-year fixed tariff made for the BWSL community.
Whether you are a fan, a player, or part of a club, you can switch and get a prize that will help you beat the January price cap.
Nice and simple. A tariff shaped around the people who make the league what it is. Plus, when you sign up to Peak Save Sundays, you can score extra savings.
Yes, with half-price electricity, 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. every Sunday, your matchday routine costs you less. Brew on, telly on, even a quick pre-match tidy if you're on a roll.
The tariff looks after you throughout the year and Peak Save sorts your Sundays. British Gas are backing the BWSL on the pitch and making life a bit easier off it.
Live footy, Peak Save Sundays and the BWSL football tariff. Now that's a perfect hat-trick.
Follow the link in the description to learn more about British Gas BWSL tariff.
Terms and eligibility apply. Peak Save requires a smart meter and normal standing charges apply. Hello everybody, welcome back to Daily Brightness. We've had a lovely break. I know you've all missed us loads, but we are finally back. Lots to chat about, but firstly, Rach, how are you? It's been a while.
It has been a while because I feel like we've had quite a bit of a nice time together recently, but
yeah,
it's weird now not seeing you.
It's been a while on the pod, but not been a while for us in person. We've actually spent loads of time together, which has been refreshing.
Yeah, Christmas was nice. It was super chill, which is what I needed, obviously, going into a busy back end of Christmas period. You were at home. How nice was that? With the snowballs?
Yeah, I had a lot of snowballs. I did. They're just like, my dad has them on like a little like a rotator belt, and it's like, oh, glass is nearly empty. Next one's on its way. But no, it was so nice. I was working out with my dad because we have like a little bit of a Christmas Eve ritual where ever since we've been little, we always go up to Mam Tor. And we like walk up we go right to the top of like the hill, and then we stand on the little platform at the top, but it's so windy, like it's freezing. And we take all the dogs, all the kids, like we've done it since we were little. So now we've started doing it with Vin and Harvey and Albie. So we did that, and I was like, God, it's been like 7 years since I did this. Because obviously normally I've been having it at mine or wherever. I've not actually been at home for Christmas, like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So it was so nice, like my nan and granddad, like seeing them, going out for food, like just doing all the stuff that I did when I was little.
Yeah, it's normal really, family I feel like I don't get to do much of.
Really, really needed that. And waking up like in my mum and dad's new house, like on the farm, and like straight away just going out and been at the stables and with the horses and stuff. And everyone was like, "Oh, you were back in your element." I was like, "Yeah, I know." And now I miss it so much, but it was honestly amazing. Just getting to see everyone, but it went really quick, like too quick.
I know, it really did. It like flew by. Went back into training the other day and I was just like, I feel like I've not left.
I know. I was like, where's my break gone? But when I was off, it was like luxury because obviously I had family time. Then obviously I had time with you, which was the best. I think that was the best 2 days of my 2025. Like literally the best 2 days ever. It was unforgettable. So yeah, it's been good. But yeah, it's also nice to be back. Training and games are in full swing now, so
I like that this year how it's just gone like pretty much straight into games.
Yeah, I hate the build up.
Same.
Right, before we get on to returning to football, everyone's been dying to know the best part of 2025 was my bestie's wedding, so I feel like it's only fair we give a little insight. There's a lot of funny moments actually.
There was a lot of funny moments. So the night before the wedding, we get all our immediate family together, all the bridesmaids from both sides, and just have. Some people hadn't met, had they? So
no, it was
nice
really
to
nice.
Sort of do like a little bit of an introduction to everyone and have some food, have some drinks, and just get merry. Really, wasn't it? That was really nice. I think it was probably one of the best things that we could have chose to do. I think.
Yeah, like little icebreaker, weren't it?
Yeah, everyone had a really nice time. Apart from I woke up incredibly.
Should we tell him best? Should we tell him? We've got to tell him.
You tell him.
Right. So night before, obviously, they say getting married is the biggest day of your life, the best day of your life. Obviously, you have some little jitters and you're a little bit nervous, excited, a lot of different emotions. And so night before, we had a lovely evening, really, really nice. We all went to bed happy, maybe a little bit later than we should have done, but we had a great time. I wouldn't recommend that. I think I had about 4 hours sleep. And then next day, I set my alarm for 5:30, right?
Because obviously we had hair and makeup coming to...
Hair and makeup for 6
o'clock was the first bridesmaid.
Rach sent a message. Who's going to be first? I went, I'll go first because I was already getting like my OCD and anxious. And I was like, right, everyone needs to be ready. Everything needs to be set. If there's any emergencies, I'll be on hand. My alarm went off at 5:30. Bear in mind, I was already pretty much awake because I'm so like, you get like that, don't you? When you know you've got to be up. I'm basically awake.
You're scared that you're going to miss your alarm.
5:35, no joke. I think I just put my 2 feet out of bed and touched the floor. 5:35. Bestie, SOS, need you now. So obviously, what do? You bridesmaid, and you know, I'm in charge of everything, got to make sure everything's ready. I shoved all my stuff in a bag, shoved it all in. I chucked my tracksuit on. I'm literally in my slippers as well. Scurried off to Rachel's apartment. Took me about 5 minutes to get over there. I was in her apartment at 5:45. I said, run the damn bath. We need a SOS bestie moment. So on Rachel's wedding day at 5:50, we're in the bath, having a little therapy session. The door's shut. We're having a chit chat. We're just calming down. We're relaxing. And
people are coming in and out the door, and me and you were just locked in the bathroom.
Yeah, we were just locked in the bathroom. Obviously, we were all getting ready in Sarah and Rachel's room. The hair and makeup were there. So we just really had like, do you know what though? That's like one of my favourite moments, like our moment.
Yeah.
Like, and it really reminded me of the moment when we were at the Euros and we were like, oh my God, like we could win, like be European champions tomorrow.
Yeah.
And when we're 10 years time with our kids, we'll be like, oh, your mummies did this. And I was like, that was like one of them moments where I was like, it was just us two together and the world was quiet, like no one else like mattered. We were just like in our little heads doing crazy stuff. We were like, holy shit, Rach, you're getting married today.
I was like, I need to go for a walk. I need to go for a walk. I need to go for a walk. Took myself off, didn't I? Just went on my lone like a lone soldier.
I said, listen, put your coat on, off you pop.
I think Sarah thought I was going to do a runner, to be honest. But yeah, that was the night before, wasn't it? And then the day was just amazing. It was so good, wasn't it?
So beautiful. I think you honestly got all the details spot on, like the amount of people, the people that were there, the venue, the layout, like everything. I literally I remember it, and I've got a video, and you can hear on the video, I go from laughing to crying, to laughing to crying, to laughing to crying.
What video?
It's the last song where you two are on the balcony
Oh,
and you're looking at
yeah.
everyone. So just to set the scene, the everyone's on the dance floor and Sarah and Rach were on like this balcony and they were looking at everyone. It was the final song of the night and I was stood right at the back and I was videoing and I'm crying, then I'm like giggling to myself, then I'm sobbing again, then I'm giggling, then I was sobbing. But that was me up until even walking down the aisle like to see it. And then as soon as I sat down, I was like my eyes were going, I was like, no, my makeup, my lashes are going to drop out. But it was really, really like emotional, but it was such like a proud moment.
Yeah, I think that like nothing went wrong, did it? Like everything was just like fell into place. I'll have to say that's because of my planning, but
yeah, who needs a wedding planner? You're doing mine when I eventually get married one day, if I ever do.
You know, you go to some people's weddings and everyone has their own different style, don't they? Their own different taste, like what they want it to be. Like mine was like party. I want it to be really cute and like the venue to be dressed nicely and it all like look nice and there's obviously like little details, but I was like, I want a good party. And it was a good party, wasn't it?
It was honestly the best. It was the best 2 days of my life, from the night before to the day to the evening. Like it was honestly just the best. And just, you know, when you stand back and you see everyone dancing, and I love seeing people happy for people. That is my biggest thing in life. Like seeing other people happy for you was like such like a nice moment. I love stuff like that. I love when other people cheer people on.
You don't often, very rarely would you get those people in one room together at the same time. And it's like all of your people.
Yeah.
Barring one or two, you know, some people can't come or whatever, you know, things happen. But like when I look around the room and I'm like, they're all my people. Like they're all Sarah's people. Like they're all just like people that are just rooting for you. They're just happy for you.
Exactly.
And that was a really nice feeling, I think, because I mean, I don't like it when all the attention's on me, but it was people celebrating me and it was Sarah and it was a really, really nice day.
Biggest moment of one of the biggest moments in your life, and people should be rooting for you and people should, do you know what I mean? It's one of them days where, and I said this to you, I think I texted to you and I said, you can be whatever you want on that day leading up to that day. You can be a brat, you can be worried, you can be crying, you can be bossy, you can tell me to do this, do that. I was like, this is your free reign to be like, it's our jobs to make sure the day goes smoothly for you. But it honestly was like to a T, everything was like perfect. I've honestly never had such a good time in my life.
Oh.
And changing into my trainers was the best part. As soon as all the pictures were over, I said, right, getting back upstairs. I've got me.
You got your dress strapped down and your trainers on.
Yeah, because my bridesmaids dressed my straps free, and I said, well, I can't do much dancing in this and I can't do worm in that. So yes, I did do the worm, everybody. Correct, I did. And bestie, that was my best one yet, weren't it?
It was a good one.
I did it on the hen do as well. That was a good one too, but that was the best one at the wedding. But I took my straps out, I just unhooked my arms. I was free as a bird, living my best life, put my trainers on, buzzing.
Oh, I wish we had like a video of the whole day, like the whole day before the whole day, like to relive it all. But no, it was amazing, wasn't it? I'm glad you loved it as much as I did.
Do you know one of the funniest moments? Me having to put those damn white gloves on to sort your dresses out.
I've got a picture of that.
So guys, obviously they've got two, like the most beautiful dresses I've ever seen. You both look like stunning, like out of this world. And I'm so anxious because they were having the pictures done, thinking, well, no one's stepping in to like rearrange the dress. So then I was like, hold there. What was he called? The guy, was it Pete?
Pete, yeah.
Pete, I was like, Pete, mate, just wait a sec. Let me just rearrange. So I was like sorting all the dress out, but I had to put these white gloves on because I was like, if I get anything on these dresses, I'll never forgive myself. But it was just hilarious. Like I'm in my bridesmaid dress, already done up to go, and I've got these white gloves on, just like rearranging.
Like Michael Jackson.
I just saw you sitting on toilet in your dress.
I was thinking about it the other day because I scrolled up and picked my picture. Obviously, right, I'm wearing a really long dress. And I went to go, the first time I put it on, and I was like, oh, I need a wee. I went to the toilet, I was like, not sure how to do this.
Yeah, you
I
trails
literally was
just down
like,
the toilet.
I don't actually know how to go to the toilet. So anyway, I ended up having to sit on the toilet facing inwards, not outwards, and my dress hang the other way. It was very complicated.
Imagine standing like a guy, but then sitting down.
Sitting down on the toilet. That was me.
Facing that way.
All day.
That was hilarious. So funny.
But anyway, enough about the wedding. Let's move on and talk about going back into training now. So, Mills, you went to Portugal. How was that?
I kept taking the piss a little bit on camp because they kept saying, oh, warm weather. And every time I come out on the video, I was like, warm weather training. Let me tell you, it was absolutely dashing it down with rain for several days. And then even when the sun was out, it was still only like 10 degrees.
You must have been so cold while it was snowing here.
But the training itself was really, really good. I think it's always hard, isn't it, coming back? You can train as much as you want over Christmas, which we all did our sessions. But getting back into football, it's all like the short, sharp movements. Like,
it is, isn't it?
You can't replicate football without playing football.
See, when we came back, it like, I think the first day was on the grass. And then I was poorly, so I missed 2 days of training. And then I came back after that, and it was the girls had been training on the Astro, and then we were on the Astro, then we were on the indoor Astro, and it's like,
yeah, that
is even more of a adjustment, isn't it? Trying to get used to the 3G.
It's hard. So yeah, I had severe DOMs. Like I was so, and I don't really get DOMs, but I was so sore. And I was like, I've done all my sessions, what the hell? And it's
just a completely different movement, so innit?
Yeah, they were hard. And I feel like the pictures abroad are always different.
Yeah, the grass is different.
Yeah, so soft. But it's nice to be back though. It's we had a really good time there, and it broke up that little period of returning. And you know, when you're not playing games, training becomes a little bit like same. So going there broke it up a little bit. We came back, and then we were pretty much straight into the first game against West Ham. So
yeah, I like that it's been a shorter lead into the games this year, because I don't like it when you come back from winter and then you've just got like 2-3 weeks of training and then a game. It's like, come on.
But let's get into the footy, the main part. Your game, I seen that you scored. Lovely little header.
Thanks, bestie. I should have scored that trick.
Well, that's all right. You've won.
I had a header first half. Good header, actually. Hit the bar. And then a few minutes later, Kirsty crossed it, volleyed it, post. I was like, no.
It's one of them days.
I come in at half time and I was like, how have I hit I've hit the bar, I've hit the post, what's next? Net.
Get in.
But yeah, obviously we were it was frustrating to go 1-0 down.
Good comeback though.
Yeah, from our mistake as well, like we kind of handed it to them. So that's always frustrating. But then, you know, I think like my messaging at half time was like, don't chase this game now. Like, we're fine. We can be in control of this game. Don't chase it from minute one as if we've only got 5 minutes to score 2.
especially if you've handed them a goal as well. I think it depends on the context of the game. Also, those chances that come next week, next game, you'll be burying them. It's first game back after the break. It's always like that. I think we've seen that from all the results as well. But Kirsty's goal was a banger.
Absolute banger, yeah.
She loves to score goals like that, doesn't she?
She's always got a banger in her, Kirsty. She's flying in a minute as well. But I'm always happy when Kirsty does well. Sing her praises from the rooftop. She's been quality this year. But yeah, and then we scored 2 in 2 minutes, like 57-58. And then it's like, right, settle down, reset, breathe. But yeah, it was good for me because I think it's always hard to come back from 1-0 down. And we've like not had a really good run at home. So we beat Liverpool just before Christmas at home. I think that was our first, that game was our first win at home. So it was important for us to start this year strong. But for me, I think the most important thing that came out of that was the character to actually turn that round. Because Brighton are a really difficult team to play against.
100%. I think it puts you in a really good place though as well, and you get another 3 points.
Pushes us above them now. We're 6th, I think. So yeah, really happy with that result, and proud of everyone yesterday. So happy days.
Keep it going.
What about you? Talk to me. 5 goals. Ruthless Chelsea are here to stay.
Yeah, we're here to stay. It was nice, I always say the first game back after the break is the hardest. But I just said to the girls, listen, from now until the end of the season, every game is a must-win game. It's about, yes, we want good performances, of course, but it's business end of the season. All that matters is 3 points on that table, and that is it. Yes, we want to keep performing and doing all that stuff, but like points are going to be the thing that, keep us in the title race, and we can't afford to lose anymore. So it's just laying it out, and it's just being realistic. And I was like, listen, we've got to have that mentality where every game we play from now until the end has to be 3 points. That is all we can control. But I thought it was a great performance from everyone. I think second half, we could have scored more. I think first half could have scored more. We could have scored a lot more. I think that would be the only thing looking back from our perspective is when the league can come down to goal difference is, City are ahead on that. So we need to make sure we're taking our chances. And obviously that's something we spoke about a lot in the first half of the season. We create a lot, but we're still not putting them all away. And for the amount we're creating, and people might look at it and be like, well, you won 5-0. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but when you want to win titles, it could come down to goal difference. So we have to be hard on ourselves, and we have to say if we're creating 20 chances, we need to be scoring more than 5. But I thought it was really good. I thought everyone had a really good mentality. Just disappointed a little bit in West Ham. I think obviously we scored really early, and then they just didn't have that fight that they normally have.
Because they've got a new manager now. Have they changed style or anything?
I don't know. But normally when we play against them, they can be one of our hardest games. I think
because they're really gritty and scrappy.
Yeah, and you don't really know what you're expecting, and then on the counter attack, but they just really lacked. I thought they really lacked that fight, which they normally have, and that's not taking anything away from us. I think the first half we absolutely blew them out the water, and the game was pretty much done at 4-0. And then second half, like I said, we should have scored a lot more, but I think there were some real good positives, and we've got it's a really long block this next block of games. So I think most importantly we needed to get back in the rhythm of things and find our feet. But I think picking up where we left off really, in terms of scoring a lot of goals. But yeah, from now until the end, just got to keep winning, bestie. That's all we can do.
Absolutely. City running rampant again.
I think shock. Bunny Shaw and Miedemar are running the show again.
And you know what, Carolyn?
She is really hard to play against. Really hard.
So skillful. Silky skill as well. Do you know what I mean? So smooth.
Got a little bit of everything. Likes to run in behind, loves getting at the feet, going 1v1, tricky, can link up. I think she does have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy. Shame they didn't drop a few points, but
So what are they, 6 points ahead still now?
Yeah, still 6 points ahead. But it's going to be so interesting because all the top 4 have still got to play each other.
Yes, it's going to come right down to the wire, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Goal difference might be won on goal difference again, but all the top 4, they've still got to play each other. So I think it's this is going to be by far the most exciting second half of the season yet. That I think we've all played in. And obviously we're no City are desperate to win the league, but yeah, it's exciting. I think that's what you want. You don't want it to be easy. You don't want it to be done. You don't want the league to be done now. You want there's still to be a chance for everyone to win it. So yeah, pressure's on. It's just who can handle the pressure.
Pressure's a privilege.
We will see. Arsenal Man United 0-0.
I didn't see it because I was training, but I came in and all I heard was Jade Riviere got sent off and then Arujo came off. I slacked that in it. It's a hard hit, that, I think.
It's literally 2 yellows, and I don't really think you can argue him. Like, she didn't get any of the ball on the second challenge, and you're already on a yellow. You can't go flying in like that. I've had to have been booked in first half, and I'm thinking, right, you have to defend different. You do, because also all refs are different. Like, you can't take that risk. You can't. And I think United did really well, to be honest, to play the last 25 with 10 players and hang on. But I did expect a little bit more. I think United should have scored. They had a really, really good chance. It was a fantastic save, but I didn't think it would be a 0-0. I didn't. I mean, not the worst result for either team, but I think they'll both be disappointed. They need points.
It's only 1 point in it between them now as well, isn't there? So
yeah, it's like, do you go for it or do you
just play
for a draw?
Yeah. But good to see Leah back. That was good. Started for the first time this season, so good. Happy to see her back. That's always what we love to see. Next game, Spurs-Leicester. Oh, this made me really sad, you know.
Cruel, innit? Cruel.
Like,
so cruel.
I just feel like stuff like that, it's like bound to happen. I don't know why.
It's so cruel. It honestly.
I saw it when I came out. Obviously, I checked for Sarah's game, but I saw 1-0 and I was like, all I saw was Ashley Neville. I was like, she's gone to Leicester.
I know.
I was like, oh, own goal. I felt so sorry for her.
It was like, do you know the worst part of it is then everyone highlights it. So then
know.
all I saw after the game was not like Tottenham collect 3 points, move level on points with Arsenal. Like, you don't see anything. People are forgetting that. Like, they're literally on level points with Arsenal. No one's even looking at that. The main headline was like, sport is cruel or something, own goal. And I'm like, just that's not what you need in that moment. Is the worst thing ever. But I think also good for, I know Leicester lost, but without the own goal, it's 0-0. I think that's a big positive for them.
And Tottenham are brilliant. And you know what's savage? They play Spurs away.
No.
Yeah. So they've got to go back again next week. But yeah, it's you don't want to say a decent result, but I think you've got to give yourself some credit to...
You got to build on the positives.
Yeah, and it reducing them to just 1 goal when they're flying. So, but yeah, I think Sarah's enjoying it, really enjoying it. She's...
Yeah, how's Bestie getting on?
Yeah, she's good. She's really enjoying it. She likes all the girls. She likes the staff.
Nice to see a smile back on her face and out there doing what she does best.
Exactly. And, you know, just to see her happy and playing again is all we wanted. So, yeah, she's loving it. It's weird for me, obviously, being at Villa without her. I've only ever known Villa with her there. Like, I literally signed her and she was there. But, yeah, she's good. She's good. And, obviously, it's not too much of a commute. So
I was going to say, how far is the travel?
On a weekend or, like a... You know, before the kids went back to school and stuff like that, it was about 45 minutes. Now it's about an hour and 10. I was saying to the girls the other day at training, I was like, it's weird, but it's actually quite refreshing. Like, I get to just go home and...
You actually get to catch up.
We can talk about each other's days.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm like? I'm really independent. Like, I need my own space.
Yeah.
So I've obviously, when we work together, I like to find ways to get my own space.
Yeah.
Like, Sarah's amazing with that. She just knows when I want to just go and be
alone. That is a very normal thing, like, and I think that is a very healthy thing 100%. To have as well. Because also, if you spend literally 24/7 together, what the hell are you going to talk about?
Well, yeah. So now it's like, oh, right, great. Like, how was your day? What did you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's really nice, actually.
She's too good to not be playing as well, so I'm rooting for my mailing Daly.
The last one, Liverpool 0, London City 0. I feel like I couldn't have predicted that either. But what I find really mind-blowing, the stat from this game, is that neither team had a shot on target.
See, that's not good, is it?
No.
And I was really intrigued to see the turnaround from London City with the new manager, because I think I'm still baffled by it. I still don't understand it. I just don't like, and I do think I do think if they're playing that game a couple of months ago, they'd be winning.
Yeah.
And I do think, and I don't know, maybe, you know, not in their environment, can't speak on that, but I do think it's disruptive. I really, really do.
I just think at that point it's such a bold move, and why fix what isn't broken? But obviously we don't know what's going on the inside. So
exactly. So
we'll see how that pans out for the rest of the season. But It feels good to be back, but we need a break because my throat is hurting from all this talking and chit chat because I've had some time off. So I'll have a quick break and we'll be back soon.
Welcome back, guys. Seeing as though it is January, you know what that means, and it's something we cannot ignore. It is the transfer headlines. Obviously, the biggest one at the minute, Bestie, is Georgia Stanway has announced that she's leaving Bayern. Obviously, I think she's been linked with a couple clubs.
I think Arsenal. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think should suit them actually as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good challenge for her as well because I think they're a very different team to Bayern. I also think the league now, if she comes back to the WSL, I think is a very different league to when she last played in it. I think it's a lot harder now, and I think it's a lot different to the league she's currently in. So, but yeah, I think her time at Bayern served her well. Though I think it's developed her, it's pushed her on as a player. I think she'll probably have grown as a person as well.
Yeah, I think it's a culture thing as well, like moving away and like learning a whole. You know, I'm sure she's picked up some German on her way, but I think she'll add so much strength to whatever team she goes to. So wish her all the best, and we'll see where she ends up.
Yeah, we will. That's our prediction anyway, so we will see what happens. But Spurs made a lot of signings as well.
Loads. Like it was like one after another.
You know what? I think they've got a really good squad now.
They have, but I think the challenge they'll have now is keeping everyone happy.
So it's the hardest part. You want to have a big squad.
I always say this, but like when you're like an Arsenal or a Chelsea or a City or what United, whatever, like Champions League, you kind of expect that, you know, there's going to be rotation, there's going to be a lot of games, you know, there's going to be a lot of games where you don't play, but with a team that, and I think that Spurs are unbelievable this year, and I think Martin's gone in there and done amazing, and his signings have been great.
Yeah,
but I think what you've got to be careful with teams that are like typically mid-table teams, I think, is getting too many players. Too many big players.
You're not playing as many games.
And not playing as many games. I know you want to be in the Champions League and that's your like ambition and aim. There's a fine line because I think it's so important to have depth. And we all know that. Yeah. There's injuries left and right. You know, there's things that happen. But it's managing the balance of that, I think, is such a big challenge. But I do think Martin's obviously, he's done his research. He's a good manager. He knows what he's doing. And if they can keep that balance down, I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with this year.
No, they have. Obviously, Micah went there from us. Again, a talent that can't just be sitting on the bench. Like, she needs to go out. She needs to play. She's so talented. Such a good player. But she's at that age where she has to be playing. Otherwise, your career just washes by you. And
how old is she?
Micah, I thought early 20s.
Yeah.
So she's getting to that age where you should be playing. Like, you need to be playing. You have to be.
Yeah.
But I also think, I don't know, what's your opinion on the winter transfers? I think it's a really hard time to move.
I think it is a hard time to move, and it's typically a lot of loans, isn't it?
It's really hard to come into an environment mid-season.
Yeah, but I also think, what I will say is I think it's harder for foreign players.
Yeah.
Like international players moving mid-season, that must be really, really hard because you just get settled and then you've got to go again. Like, you know what it's like if you were to go on loan, or if I was to go on loan, you know, you got your family there or thereabouts, you can get help, figure it out. But when you're on your own, it's hard.
Yeah, agreed.
We have just obviously got Jenna Nice-Wong out on loan from Arsenal, which I think is a huge, huge signing for us.
Yeah, she's not, strange situation that, you know, like not played literally at all for Arsenal. Like, I just don't understand why you'd sign someone and not play them at all.
I know, it's like literally at all.
Not even like 20 minutes or...
But I think she will add a lot of value to our squad. I think it was a really good loan move for us, and I think hopefully for her.
Yeah.
Obviously, she didn't play yesterday, and she can't play obviously because our next game is against Arsenal, so she can't play in that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited to see her play and see what she adds to the team. But
yeah, well, the rest of the league, we've not really seen anything of her. So I think you always want to see when people sign new players, you want to see them in action and see what they're about. So,
and there's not that many left-footed left backs about, are there?
No, so I think it'd be exciting to actually see her in action. But right, moving on. My favourite thing, block and delete. Have I missed you?
First one is from Jodie. Airport luggage fees when your luggage is overweight. What do you think about that?
I agree.
Okay, I agree, but I think...
How much over, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because also, like, You can't just be bringing like 100 kilograms and not paying for it. Plane will go down.
No, but like I'm talking like a couple kilograms. Like, come on.
I tell you what's worse than that. I'll tell you right now what's worse than that is when you go to Ryanair and you've got to put your case. Maybe this will be my block and delete. When you've got to put your case in that thing.
To check that it's hand luggage.
Millie, one time we went on holiday and I put my case in there and one of the wheels wouldn't go in. I was like, no, you can fuck off. I'm unscrewing that wheel.
I'll take that damn wheel
I will
off.
take that damn wheel off. I hate that though. And all cases, they'll tell you cabin size approved. Then you go to Ryanair, it's half that size.
But also, on the flip side, I'll see people wheeling a whole damn case on.
Yeah, don't get stopped.
That's not hand luggage. Where are you putting it? Because as sure as I know it ain't going above my head. Jodie, to some degree, we agree, but obviously people can't be taking a mick and coming with, like Rach said, 100 kilograms. Like, I think if it's 5K, up to 5K, cool. That's no harm. Anything over then, you probably might have to put your hand in your
but you
pocket
say
and
it's
pay.
no harm, but imagine when 300 other people on the plane do over 5K.
Grace, block and delete the ice. I can't go out and walk my dog without nearly slipping over every 5 seconds.
Right, well, literally, I slipped the other day. Dexy pulled me in one direction and I just went backwards in the road.
Right, yeah, that's a little bit dangerous. But what I will say is, where are the damn gritters then?
I thought your block and delete was about gritters.
My block and delete is the gritters when they're on the motorway. If you're going to be gritting the motorway, right, you should have to keep a distance. I can't tell you how many dents I've got on my car and scratches. They're on the motorway and the salt's just flying everywhere. Like,
it is bad. It pelts.
Can't they do it at a certain time? Can't you do it at 4 a.m. and like grit it then?
It's hard because we need it, but then honestly, I wince when I go past one. I'm like,
who's paying for my paint on my car? Me. Who's paying for chipping my window? Me.
Yeah, literally, I like wince. I wince when I go past them. I'm like, ah!
I'm not going past one ever again. And I think, I'll just whiz past it, whack it in sport, get past. No, still scratched by Evans. Brilliant.
So yeah, I think I'd agree. I don't like black ice. Black ice is really, really dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's really dangerous. And then I'd get really sad if I thought of like my nan or granddad falling.
I know, it's awful.
I'd feel awful. If it was one of us, I'd probably be wetting myself.
Yeah,
but
I would have laughed at me the other day when I fell.
But yeah, I don't like when old people fall.
No, it's so that actually breaks my heart. The next one is also heartbreaking. Nala says cancer after the news of Kyra Cooney Cross's mum.
Yeah, I was sobbing the other day.
I immediately had to donate because I was just like, I can't even, like, the picture of her and her sisters and the mum, and I was just like, that is just the saddest.
Just on that, I think just for Kyra, we send all of our love and support. If there's anything that you need, please reach out. I think you've seen so far the footballing community is all behind you. And yeah, honestly, anything that you need, just shout out and people will be there. But we send all of our love and
support and care. Yeah, it's such a sad time.
We'll do anything that we can do to help in any way.
And we do massively agree with Nala. Block and delete cancer.
Block and delete, yeah.
100%.
But on that, shall we move on to our gratitudes? I think after that one, it's nice
to good tee up to
say what we're grateful for.
Yeah, definitely. So mine's a person this week, and I am really, really grateful for Ellie Roebuck. Because
so good to see her at the wedding, you know.
I know. She's just a gem. And every day I see her, we're always like, morning kid, morning kid. She's just like, we've just got that like Yorkshire banter. But this week I've spent a lot of time with her. We've gone on a few long dog walks in the snow. She's not very good at directions, taking me through icy rivers at some point, but
she loves exploring.
I think the girls have been really good. I don't know if it's because Sarah's not there now that I feel like they have to like be really nice to me, or I don't know. But it's been really, really nice. Like
she's been nice to me, girls.
or it's like maybe I'm more approachable because I'm on my own. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like I felt a lot of love recently, and yeah, Ellie's just made sure I'm out walking with her and going for coffee and breakfast, and you know, there's other girls involved in the team that go to that, but I think just her being like the arranger of that, I feel like I've had to do a lot of arranging in my time, so it's quite nice to be asked to do stuff, and you know, I think people take for granted sometimes having like just time to go and do things.
That's a really nice one. Shout out to our Roebuck. Also, when are you coming on the damn podcast, honey? please.
I think we should get her on next.
Get her on. Do you want to be our first guest on the podcast, Ellie Robot? We are sending you an official invite.
I think she'll be on next.
What am I grateful for? Honestly, I'm grateful to be able to smile again. 2026 couldn't have come quick enough. Honestly, I was so grateful. Straight away, I was like, happy fucking new year. Yes. Get me into it. But no, I'm just grateful to smile again. I think, honestly, your wedding, like, just, you know, when you have moments in your life and there's things like, there's just like little switches and little changes. And I think we get so wrapped up in like, oh, this has got to work out, or this has to be this, and this has to be this, and things have to be, I don't know if that's because we're athletes and that's the way we think, but I always think everything has to be perfect, or no, this has to work, it cannot fail, like we cannot fail because we want to win. But I think, yeah, I don't know, seeing the wedding, and that was the first time that I've genuinely smiled and laughed all year. That was like genuine. Like, I've got a brilliant poker face, which you know, but I can genuinely say, like, I feel like I'm getting back to like Mill. Like, I'm getting back to me. Like,
I can tell that as well. I could tell that when I spent
do you know what I
time with you over
mean?
Christmas.
There's less
It's nice.
doom and gloom, and
Good.
I think life's too short. So I am grateful for everyone around me and everything that has made me smile recently. You know who you are. If you're questioning whether it's you, it's probably not. It's a good tip. That it's a good bit of advice. If you're questioning yourself, it's not you, but it's fine. There's still time. But yeah, I'm just grateful for all those people, and there's been too much doom and gloom, so it's time to be grateful for life, and yeah, just do things that make you happy. Life is about being happy, nothing else. So yeah,
hit the nail on the head. Right, guys, we have absolutely loved being back this week. It's been a while, and we are refreshed and ready to hit the new year and the ground running with our podcast. So thank you all for listening to Daily Brightness. Don't forget to get in touch on socials at Daily Brightness. Send us your questions for Thursday's Q&A, and a massive, massive, massive thank you for supporting us. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me, and if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do.